Hey everybody, Kane here, and welcome to another video of Out of Conquest. So this video is coming out a little bit too late. My tooth was kinda hurting, so videos got pushed one day later. So personally, I did not play this particular event, but a lot of people asked me whether or not this event is good to play. Now, there are a few nuances to cover. First things first is this event doesn't have any, let's say, good materials for your Linari. All of these materials you can acquire daily, all of these materials you can acquire from utility boxes. So, sort of spending Linari for something that you can get for free easily and from just playing the game is usually not the best way to go about things. Now, the thing about that is if they released, say, these Ether Core craftable stones, for example, like these ones, you could actually play the event. I mean, this one would boost your account further. Perhaps if they released the literature materials in this particular event, you could then slightly argue that, I mean, you're still playing for the guaranteed ability, and essentially, the other rewards are, just side rewards. But the thing is, playing and spending 24 to 25,000 Lunari for stuff that is barely really useful, and then of course, there is no ability in the center in which, let's see,
What?
well, we're not even gonna talk about this because I'm pretty certain if people seen that and seen this, they yeah. So the thing about it is that this still has the same greater abilities. Like we're not getting any of the new abilities. So the thing about that is that eventually these abilities will expire. I'm not sure how quick, I'm not sure how fast, but for example, some people use Dragon Shadow and Origin Dragon Scale, I believe it's called now. And the thing about that is they released a new ability in terms of the paywall, pay to win, and one of these abilities got kicked off from the dragon because that ability provides invincibility and healing and all that kind of stuff. Draconic Blessings, there is another ability that is better than Draconic Blessings, I would think. And of course, there are other abilities which debuff the enemy troops and heroes by just dealing magic damage, I think, to them. But it's pretty much on top of the, say, Aura Blast, the Swell, and etc. So the thing about that is that these abilities are slowly being replaced. So knowing that little bit of information kind of can tell you that essentially this event might really expire and perhaps become an event with the paywalled abilities eventually. Now, that would actually be good and likely what people should be waiting for. Because again, spending about 25,000 Linari on this seems a little bit like a waste. Now, the thing about that is, if that will not happen, eventually people that are free to play or small spenders will have to put in about 24 or 25 a few times into this event to then get specific abilities like, say, again, the Dragon Shadow, Dragon Scale, and say an Aura Blast. It depends what you kind of require. So, for example, I personally have the Aura Blast and the Dragon Scale, and I wouldn't even go for the Dragon Shadow at the moment because eventually they're just gonna release something better. And well, if my dragon is a potato, it might as well just be a potato. But yeah, personally, if you would ask me, I kind of see this event as a waste of Linares. Yes, eventually, you're still gonna require, perhaps, a couple of those abilities, But as it goes, I think it's not going to provide you more for the Linari that you could potentially get from a few other events. For example, I'm not gonna disclose them because some of them are going to be changed, but some of them will be released later in this month. So essentially, it's not really worth that much, at least in my own opinion. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Quite a lot of people asked me, so I kind of got annoyed explaining this in PMs like 10 times, so I might as well just make a video. Honestly, if they kept this ability in the center and just had a rotation, right? So, for example, they had, say, a Dragon Shadows armor in the center, and pretty much people would pull. Some people get the Dragon Shadow, and then they go like, well, I got a tanky ability, might as well just grab an Aura Blast and boom, done. Like, they were lucky and they still won out quite a lot. And now in such a case, it's kind of pretty much a role for something you would not require at the immediate case, because you can just acquire them by just playing and go for an achievement and strictly just pay that much almost for that one achievement seems kind of too much in my own opinion. But again, that's an opinion. Someday you will require those abilities, but not, I guess, in the immediate case. At least, again, that's my opinion. I would always say go for achievements, but this is feels like an L if you actually play it. But yeah, hopefully you learned something new. If you did, do hit that subscribe button. It would help me out a lot. Plus, if you would wish to support me more than just watching my videos, I have made a Patreon page where you would be able to do just that. In return, I would be able to help you out more individually in terms of events, PvP formations, and stuff like that. Plus, I would like to thank all of my patrons for the support. I really, really appreciate it for your subscriptions. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Take care and stay safe out there.